Shalom, shalom, Yashar Allah. First things first, we go all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Ba'ashem Rakadash, which are the petty Rupuchan, great names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Hey, double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you sister and brothers living this truth, and shalom to you brothers and sisters that's listening and study to show yourselves approved. Hey, beautiful day out here, Yashar Allah, beautiful day out here to prophesy, the downfall of Babylon the Great. What we gonna do? Coming to you live from Tulsa, Oklahoma on Riverside. And the whole atmosphere you can feel right now is that this place is about to go. I was at work listening to basically a bunch of testimonies of Israelites who, lost their job. They had federal jobs. I listened to a lot of people, it wasn't just Israelites, Edomites too. A lot of people are losing their farms and losing their livelihood right now. And we're at the point now where we're in the rumors of wars. That's about to happen. Babylon the Great, which is America, that's a mystery right there. That's why I call itself Mystery Babylon. Because if the Lord would have put America in the Bible, Esau Edom, which is the so-called white man, would have never published it and made it worldwide. He would have never stole the gospel. Had the Lord to put America in there. So the Lord, he coded the book so that he'll make our enemy publish it. That shows the wisdom of the Lord right there. And he called it Mystery Babylon. And he called it Babylon because Babel means confusion. And this place, it captures all kingdoms before it. It's all wrapped up in this place. That's why you got pyramids on the back of your $1 bill, pyramids here, obelisks. You got things that look like Middle Eastern. You got European things here. It's because it captured all those kingdoms, man, especially the Roman Empire. Big time. This place is built just like that. And right now, we're in the season where it's about to collapse. And you can tell that with the tariff wars that Donald Trump is doing, which is going to lead to real war. They talk about smashing on Iran right now, a rumor of a war. And because of these money wars they're doing, the tariffs, which is a tax on goods, imported, that you can tell that, hey, this is about to be the beginning of sorrows. That's all I heard today when I went to work. I listened to a bunch of videos of everybody in sorrow. People can't afford their rent. A lot of people living in their cars. A lot of eaves. And it's just started. Wait till this devil cuts Section 8. Wait till he cuts food stamps. And then people really gonna be hurt. Crime gonna increase. And what it's all about is that Yahweh, which is the Lord and the one begotten Son, they're getting ready to destroy Babylon the Great, which is America. But I'm gonna start off this right here because we're definitely in this season right now. Definitely in it. And this is Matthew 24:7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there should be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And then I forgot, I'm gonna skip up and read verse 6 too. And it says, "And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See, they be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." So we're going to break all those precepts that I just read right there. Especially when it said verse 8, it says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Because that's what I heard today. Prior to the title is the beginning of sorrows. Because of the tariff war, people are losing their farms. And if the farming industry is messed up, y'all, Charlotte, what does that mean? That means people are going to lose, they access to food. That's going to be that famine that's going to be created. And these devils ain't got to do that. They got billions of dollars. They just stole trillions of dollars. They don't have to do that. They can just spread out the money and keep everything going. But see, it's bigger than that. People don't see it. It's bigger than that. This devil's trying to forward his enterprise, and he's trying to rule forever. For him to rule forever, he has to beat who? He got to beat Yahweh, the one begotten Son. So that means he has to destroy the children of Israel, which is what he's been trying to do. But it's been he destroyed our people's mindsets. But he hasn't destroyed the people. We're still here. Big numbers. That's why the devil frustrated. And then you got the hopeful elect, prophesying and praying for his downfall. So the devil has to do something about that. And so he's going ahead, he's collapsing his kingdom in order to go into a new system, which is the beast system. And when he does that, like, people gonna feel that hurt. Like, this devil said that. He said, there's gonna be a little bit of hurt, but we'll get better at the end. Which, it's gonna be really a lot of hurt. I watch about 3 videos, Lord will not do a lesson on it more thoroughly. When you got a lot of farmers that's losing their farms because of the programs that the Trump administration cut. They losing their farms. They losing contracts as he cutting education. Contracts they had with schools to deliver food is being cut. He like, I don't know, I'm gonna stay open much longer. They lost their workers because he's attacking the northern tribe, which is Issachar, your Mexicans, so-called Mexicans, Ephraim, which is so-called Puerto Ricans. They want them out of here because they're doing too well. They're got a lot of industry going on in Babylon the Great right now. They own all the east side of Tulsa. That you might as well call that Little Mexico. That's Little Mexico right there. And they got the devil mad because Jake is flourishing and he's going down. So what does Esau even got to do? So-called white man, he got to destroy everything. Everything got to go. So he's bankrupting everything. And that's that money. The money is bellying up right now. That's what the tariffs is all about. Like, I don't think your average person in America is really looking at this thing with a spiritual lens, but that's the money about to go. And then this devil signed an executive order to preserve cryptocurrency, digital money, because that's where you're going to access the money from. And then they're going to cap it off. To access that digital money, you're going to need an RFID microchip. They're already doing what they call a true ID. I think the deadline of Tulsa, Oklahoma, in Oklahoma is May 7th. You got to have a real ID or a passport to get on planes and whatnot. And as he said, it's going to be mandatory. They were mandatory right there, y'all. Hey, that's going to be, everything's coming together. And all this going to happen by what? As these things are going down, it's happening because the destruction of Babylon the Great is going out. You can see it, man. If you're in the right spirit, you can feel it. And it said nation surrounds against nation. Hey, Jake, which Paleo Hebrew is Yashar Allah, the sons of Jacob, the nation, is not getting along with the nation of Edom, which goes to your so-called white man. We're not getting along right now. And the Lord put the perfect person in office to really jump off that nation versus nation, Donald Trump. He's bringing up their racism again. He's stirring up that hatred of Edom to attack the children of Israel. Then his administration is attacking the children of Israel. Like I told you earlier, they're coming down on the northern tribes, man, like the Syrians. Northern tribe feeling it first. Southern tribe is going to be next. That's why he said, they're taking the black jobs. Man, these devils want to put the southern tribes, really all the children of Israel, they want us back in hard bondage slavery. And that's why, he's getting rid of certain industries. He want us instead of picking cotton, he want us picking fruit. That's their fantasy right now. And to do that, he got to collapse everything. So that's why I said, verse 8, all these beginning of sorrows. People feeling that, man. People are hurting financially. People are hurting from their family dynamic. You can get all this wickedness abound, iniquity abounding. So family ain't getting together like they used to. The industries ain't like they used to. Music is down. The sports things is down. Everything is down right now. And everything is going down right now because this place is eventually going to belly up because of all the hatred. The desperation that's about to happen to this place. And it said kingdom against kingdom. You got Babylon the Great, USA. Then you got the Israelis talking about attacking Iran. And when they do that, that's going to lead to World War III, y'all, Sharala, where it's going to be like, it's going to be in your face. And they right now, Donald Trump said they got so many days to come to the table and disarm their nuclear program, or he's going to bomb them. The bombers are docked at Britain right now. That's the devil saying he going to do. That's a rumor of a war. We waiting to see if he going to do it or not. But through prophecy, we know that he is going to do it. Because they're going to bang in the Middle East in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, as the scriptures say. They're going to do that. So we just waiting. It's like any day now. And then like you think about Babylon the Great, the way the economics is, this place is already hurting bad. They ain't got money to help out nobody, do nothing for nobody. It's hurting real bad. And you mean to tell me you want to go into another war, a big war at that? Because if they attack Iran, Yashra, that's going to bring in Russia and China. They're already banging with China right now. They doing a money war with China. They put tariffs on China. First he said tariffs on everybody. Then he said pause for 90 days, but China stays on. Why he cut the tariffs on China? Because they have the better economy. He's attacking bricks. And China like, I don't care. I'll put tariffs right back on you. Homie, you need me. So they banging with money. It's kind of like they got in a dice game with Jake. They put rolling dice, trying to break each other. They stacking dollar bills, what they call that big bank take little bank. Esau is playing that. Babylon the Great America is playing that with China right now as we speak. They're doing that. And that's going to hurt a lot of people, man, particularly the people at the bottom, like us. That's why you really got to be in this thing sincerely, wrapped all the way in with your Shah, because, hey, it's going to hurt everybody. Because you're not going to feel those tariffs until like 3 or 4 months down the line. You know, then you'll feel it. And it's going to be bad. See, the rich, the top level Edomites, they don't care. They just got them stealing money, embezzling trillions of dollars with the little stock market manipulation. So they don't care. They got bunkers set up, underground cities, so they don't care. They're going to do that. They're going to run to their banker like, you know, it's whatever. But everybody like us, the working class, hey, you got to fend for yourself. That's when Jacob Trouble going to hit. Because it's going to be a lack of bread out here. Beginning of sorrows. Ain't nobody going to Chuck E. Cheese and going to the movies, going out to eat. It's going to be survival of the fittest when this thing kick up. And we're about to go into that season. And a lot of people out here are not spiritually prepared. They're not at all. They're not paying attention to what's going on. They're not ready, even though it's in your face. The Lord is putting everything, he made it plain upon table. Right now, everything is in your face if you're paying attention and you got the heart to deal with it. I notice a lot of people see it, but they're scary. So they'll go back into, you know, sports or whatever, you know, put their head back under covers and act like it ain't happening. And this thing is happening, man. So you really gotta be paying attention, man. Yeah, got the Akim on the comment board. What's up, man? Shalom to all you on the comment board. Bugs on me. So right now we're in the season where you really gonna see the decline of Babylon the Great, man, aka America. You're really gonna see that. And it's gonna start first with the money. And I love how the Lord put Donald Trump in office, because this dude don't give a damn. Like, he'll be the face of it. He's pulling back programs. And like all his policies are basically to attack Yasharallah. When you really think about it, that's all his policies is about. That's why the average working class Edomite supports Donald Trump. Because this is an attack on Yasharallah. That's what it is. And he took away DEI, which I believe that only benefited Edomite women, you know, white women. But he's attacking DEI. He taking away all the history that Jake done did, all his policies to be aggressive against Jake. And it's gonna really kick up. Right now, he just kind of playing games. They just trying to see where Jake at. But as we move forward, like getting close from the winter time, it's gonna kick up heavily, y'all Strala. You best believe that. Like the road trial, they already feeling it. Like a lot of them getting deported ain't even no criminals and nothing like that. And watch how they did it, y'all Charlotte. See how they said like, are they criminals? They doing this, they doing that. You got to get rid of them. Because the Edomites at my job, they come to me, you know, in pride, like, yeah, Trump getting them out of here. They ain't gonna have nothing, man. Trump doing this, doing that. So that's why they support it. And when he don't get the numbers that he want, it's going to kick up. It's gonna rise up. And eventually he's gonna go out the Southern tribe too. That's why I was gonna say nation versus nation, kingdom versus kingdom, because all this stuff is about to go into play at a very high level. But I want to go get this right here. I'm gonna start this right here. Because this right here is the precept that really opens up that mystery of what Babylon the Great is and what country we will be in, where all wickedness is spread out, that will fulfill lots of prophecy, the kingdom that eats up other kingdoms. You know, when you look at Isaiah 47:1, it says, come and sit in the dust, oh virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, but there shall be no more called tender and delicate. So let's say the Lord said, come sit down in the dust, virgin daughter of Babylon. You hear that? Virgin daughter. So this ain't talking about ancient Babylon, the one that Nebuchadnezzar ran, that, harassed our people then. We was getting harassed then. We've been in lots of captivities. It said, virgin daughter of Babylon. Your daughter comes after you. So we're in the new Babylon. We're in that daughter, the virgin daughter of Babylon, because she ain't been touched yet. She been living very deliciously. Every country you want to attack and take their resource, she been getting it. She been on a winning streak for 200 some years, just winning everywhere she go. And when she loses, she cover it up. Like Vietnam, they'll cover it up. Oh, we didn't lose that. So they're used to winning over in Babylon the Great. That's why their pride is so raised up. But the Lord said that there is no throne. And he said, you should be called tender and delicate. Everybody come to Babylon the Great in America because it's supposed to be the best. Creme de la creme. Come here to get rich. You come here to get fat. It has everything you need. It used to be, the best country in the world. That's what everybody said. But judging by the slogan of this new president's campaign, that's not so no more. Because he said, make America great again. That's that we'll build back the desolate places. But the Lord said, nah, you ain't. You getting thrown down. So when you look at it, man, it ain't no other way about it, man. You think the Lord forgot about America? No, man. He called it the virgin daughter, Babylon the Great, the city where everybody would buy from. All the merchants would get rich off of. That's why China loves to sell to America. China built its whole infrastructure up by selling to America. America moved their businesses to China. China's like, thank you, because they trying to make $1, cheap labor. And then China reversed and did what? Sell all their goods to America. Like everything you go to Walmart, everything say made in China. And China, that's how they got so rich. They just reversed the game on Babylon the Great. Now Babylon the Great looking back like, oh man, we stupid. I want my stuff back. So Donald Trump putting tariffs on it, trying to scare American companies into coming back, which they're not coming back, man. If I make $2 billion having my company in China and I got a cut and only make 20 million in America, they're not about to make that cut, man. They're not going to do it. So what that means is Babylon the Great is America economy is just got the belly up collapse. That's what's going to happen. Because they're not going to come back. I guarantee you that they're not going to come back. They're making too much money by doing it like that. So they ain't about to come back. And since they ain't going to come back, what does that mean, y'all, Shrala? That's war. It's war. They're for fighting over money. And whoever depend on feel like they losing their dollar, you know how they go. And all my jakes that used to be back in the hood shooting dice, how the dice game go with somebody getting broke off real bad? You playing shooting dice with niggas. And a nigga lose a lot of money and feel like he got cheated. They called it he was holding the dice. What's gonna happen? He gonna pull that gun out and it's blah, blah, blah. Same scenario is about to happen, on the world stage. Look, here goes some more clues. When I read on Isaiah 47:2, it says, take the millstones and grind meal, uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. More clues. If you are, spiritually gifted to understand the word, this Bible. And if you're not, hey, that's the prophecy here for. We're going to break it down. When the Lord said, take the millstones and grind meal, we're going to grind out this prophecy, grind out this word. He said, uncover the locks and make bare the leg. Why did he say make bare the leg? That's he's saying right there to make bare Esau, Edom, so-called white man. Make him bare. Because when you look at the statue of Daniel, the statue of Daniel and the leg on down was Edomite rulership. So that's why the Lord said, make bare the legs and uncover he said, uncover the thigh and pass over the rivers. That's that Greek Roman rulership, man, which goes back to Esau, Edom, so-called white man. The Lord said, make them bare. And he said, do it by what? Grinding out this word. Because what we're doing now is making a declaration to Esau like, you will not overcome this destruction that's set about in front of you. America will not be great again. America's about to be destroyed. It's only going to get worse and worse until the Lord finally put his lights out. The Lord is about to turn the TV off on this place. That's what's about to happen. And if you're attached to it, you're going to go off with it. That's what I'm saying. Rise and depart, but this is not your rest. You should not be no proud American. You need to be a proud Hebrew Israelite and cleave into Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua with all your might. That's what you should be doing. You got a lot of Jakes. They got a lot of, money invested in this place. They investing in it. They got a lot of, businesses going. Family they love. They love their life here. Lord said if you love your life, you're not fit to serve him. You shouldn't be cool with all this wickedness that goes on in Babylon the Great. But you best believe they still human trafficking. They still doing that. They getting busted. They love people getting busted, but they're still doing it because the system is built on that. They still unaliving Jake at a high clip, still pressing out people at a high clip. And now it's at the point where her sins, talking about Babylon the Great America, has reached up to Yahweh Bashar Shah. And now it's time for judgment. And we're in that season. And it's going to be very, very horrific. Very, very bad. Because this place has a lot of guns in it. It's a very violent country. And when it goes out, there's going to be a lot of hurt feelings. A lot of hurt feelings. You got people fighting to keep this place alive. A whole lot. Especially Esau, even so-called white man. He going to be butthurt. Because they love Babylon. They love America. I was dealing with some of them at my job. They all, we doing this, we doing that. We going to be back. I'm like, that's what you think. You're about to be destroyed. That's what's about to happen. And it's going to happen through war. That's what's going to happen. Look, I'm going to keep reading because it's going to further elaborate the point I was making, man. You got Isaiah 47:3. It says, thy nakedness should be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. And I'll take vengeance and I'll not meet thee as a man. He said the nakedness should be uncovered. This place is fully exposed right now. I just got to talk about the trafficking they done did, using little people like Diddy. They're being found out to be the drug dealers. Cartels buy their drugs from Esau Edom. Their medical industry is getting exposed. The entertainment industry is being exposed. They're being exposed. When you look at the ones that's over there in our land, Israel, they've been called out. Like, man, y'all ain't the real people. You Israelis. You the ish people. That's getting called out. And the Lord's getting ready to take vengeance on this place. You can see that with the war bubbling up. It's about to be war everywhere. War in these streets. It's about to be war overseas. The Lord is spreading Babylon the Great thin, man. This place has got too many enemies. The whole world is against this place. So you got China threatening to take back Taiwan. That, to me, is just a move to spread the military thin so they can take this place out. Like they playing like chess moves. They've been very strategic as far as dealing with Babylon the Great. And really, that's the Lord doing that. The Lord is being strategic. You can see that L coming. You can see it coming. And why is that coming? Well, pour this out right here. Isaiah 47:4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. So that's Yahweh Shah right there, which the world ignorantly knows is Jesus. Yahweh Shah is about to do what? Redeem his people. Those of us that came back to the Lord, calling on the Lord, serving the Lord, with everything we got, the Lord about to call us back. Lord willing, we're found acceptable. And he about to call us back because he about to do what? Destroy Babylon the Great, man. This kingdom about to get smashed out. Smashed out worse than any kingdom in the history of mankind. That's how bad this thing about to be. The Lord about to unload the clip on this place. All ICBM missiles that the Lord got these other countries, and they about to get shot at this place, man. That's gonna be like overkill. There's gonna be so many thermonuclear missiles hitting this place. That's why I said I'll destroy the world this time by fire. There goes the nuclear fire from those missiles. These people don't even know that that's about to happen. I got a precept to back that up too. It's Jeremiah 50:13. It says, because of the wrath of the Lord It should not be inhabited, but it should be wholly desolate. Everyone that go about Babylon should make it astonished and hiss at her plagues. Verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows. She has sinned against the Lord. See that? That back on everything I said right there. They said all that they bend the bow. That's why they want to attack Iran so bad. They got nuclear missiles. China got nuclear missiles. Russia got nuclear missiles. Hypersonic. Everybody that got nuclear missiles is going to shoot at Babylon the Great. They're going to surround this place. They say everybody that's round about, shoot at her. Spare no arrows. They're going to shoot every missile they got. Burn this place up. Babylon the Great can't deflect all the missiles that are about to be incoming. They said, for what? But she has sinned against the Lord. You done treated the people of the Most High, Yahshua, treated us like straight shit. You know, ran all over us, oppressed us, unalived us, trying to make it where we can't get no enterprise, even though we still get it by the grace of the Lord. And then, like, just did a whole bunch of wickedness and spreaded it like a Green Bay tree. Esau spread his wickedness all over the earth, man. He got China going off. He got Africa going off. And everybody has to serve Esau, Edom. That's why everybody's afraid of the so-called white man, other than the hope we lack. We're not afraid of Esau at all. We ready to the fame of the word to pop off. These devils, man, they gotta go. They has got to go, man. And the Lord is gonna clean them up. Before they get cleaned up, though, you know they're gonna act a fool. They're gonna go out kicking and screaming, y'all. Surely. Best believe that. I'm gonna bring this right here with King David. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start up. I'm gonna go Psalms 137 and 7. It says, "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundations thereof." So let's break it down right there. It said the children of Edom, so-called white man. What did he do? He said he ransacked the nation of Jerusalem, which goes into Yahshua, like they the first ones to run us up out our land. And it's they saying, raise it, you know what I mean? Burn it down. Burn it down. So they ran up out our kingdom. We went into Africa because we look similar to them. Africans got mad, which the Bible called Hamites, and then sold us to the Edomites. They say black people sold black people. No, they didn't. Hamites sold Israelites. That's what happened. And why? Because our people didn't serve the Lord. They didn't serve Yahweh Bashiawashah. They served false gods. You know, Baal, Molech, other gods of other nations. The Lord said, if you don't serve me, hey, I'm going to let these people that I made come over and crack you upside the head. The Lord made good on that. You know, our people got dominated, sold into slavery. But we are just not getting out that hole. We here now, though we in the truth, but it took a good minute. You know, it took a while. You got to think, man, if you was in the 1700s, Esau was cracking that whip on our people, man. If he catch you reading, you get hung up in a tree. That's where we came from. Ooh, am I tired? Y'all struggling. Man, am I sleeping? We're going to do our thing, though. So, the sins have reached up all the way up to Yahweh Bashiach Shai. We done prophesied, called it out, called out all the wickedness of Esau, Edom, and Babylon the Great, called it out. The only thing left to do now is judgment. And judgment about to come soon. You can just feel it. Everything is coming together very beautifully. The way the Lord wrote it up, very beautifully, it's coming together. Especially like when you look at the beginning of sorrows. I was wondering how that was going to happen, and now I see it happening. A lot of mom and pops is about to go out of business. They don't have the money to keep running. Only the big corporations do. That's what Esau Edom wants, because he controls big corporations. He want to get mom and pops out the way because they'll stand up to him. So the 1-9 was to get rid of mom and pops. It was still some surviving. So now he's just going to backdoor it with more, unrighteous decrees. Probably pull another pandemic. And all left to do now is to buy straight from the corporate mainstream. And once he got it like that, he got it. Next, I can crash a dollar, MOTB, and put it right in your body. I ain't got to worry about you no more. So once Esau even gets that micro CHIP in your body, you don't have to worry about you no more. You're done. You finished. You wasn't blessed. If you was blessed, you'd have heard the word. You heard us brother say, don't get that mark of the beast, man. Do not get that, man. You go to Revelation 14 chapter, it tells you the penalty for that. You don't want smoke with your high by Shah. The devil, he light work. So fight him at the head and let our Lord come and, clean his butt on up. So we can't lay down. We gotta stay prophesying. We gotta stay prayed up, Yasharallah. But we definitely in that calm before the storm, man. It's calm right now, but you can definitely feel like something big is on the horizon, especially with Donald Trump in office. Something big gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen, if he gonna get knocked off or if he gonna, put in some crazy policies, but something about to make your head spin. They want to get a reaction. They want to get an emotional reaction out of Yasharallah, Jake, to get us in the streets where they can unalive their police force. That's what they want to do, but because of the vibration and a lot of these people, they watching the Apostle Elders. They might not give us credit, but they're watching the Apostle Elders. They're watching our videos, and they know what it is because he's trying to run that game plan too many times. And everybody done wised up to what he's doing, and he ain't gonna be able to do that too much longer. So now he got to come hard body, which he don't want to do. He don't want to do it. Then you got Donald Trump, he's pro-Israel. He all for them, so we already know that's gonna lead to. The Israelis gonna lead the working class Edomites right there in the dumpster. Why? Because they don't bought, paid for Trump using Elon Musk. They do this bought, paid for. Hey, Trump ain't nothing but a political dude with an OnlyFans. I'm about to call him an OnlyFans model. He just want to be famous and want to be seen. And he does anything for a dollar. And they got a dollar, Yasharallah, so they got him jumping through hoops and all kind of madness. And then you think about at the same time, he's collapsing everything. He's also promoting war. He want war. He wants to do the bidding of Netanyahu. They don't did what? They promised they do land. He thinking about hotels. They talking about bombing the whole Gaza Strip. And Iran said, no, you're not. You better not do that or I will retaliate. So now we're looking at a standoff. I think Ukraine and Russia still fighting. Ain't been no ceasefire on that. Putin don't care. He only use 10% of his military and messing up all of Ukraine. They'll show a video. Ukraine winning. They doing this. And no, they're not. They're over there getting dominated. That's why the dude came over here to Babylon the Great and tried to beg President Trump and J.D. Vance for another installment. And they said, no, you're on your own. So I'm waiting on that for them to do that to Babylon the Great, which I hope they don't. Go ahead and fill biblical prophecy. Go ahead and give it to them. They're going to end up they're going to end up like Clinton Porters. Got no money at the end, did all this serving for this devil. Everything the devil said doing at the end, I ain't got nothing. That's how Esau get down. He used a gift to destroy your heart. Esau know you need a bag. Esau got 72 bags. So it's nothing for him to give you a bag and just have caught up in that strong delusion. You think you good because you got a bag and everything is being destroyed around you. And that's that rich. That's that rich of Babylon the Great. They don't even know that they're in a bad situation, especially when he just say, no more dollar bills. Now we're going digital. And all you got is a bunch of, paper money. They're gonna wild out on that one, y'all. They're gonna wild out. Best believe that. And that's a sign right there. I'm just waiting on it. I was waiting on to say that dollar done collapse. That's why he eased off tensions on everybody. 'Cause I think that was gonna break the dollar real fast. And he said, nah, not yet. At least I'm not yet. Back up 90 days, but keep it on China though. Because they the ones why everybody want to go on the bricks because of China. Mess their economy up. At the same time, Baba Great messing their economy up. You know, took your dollar off the gold and silver standard. Now your dollar ain't backed by nothing but war and oil. Oil is a very, very, what I want to say, that's a very component or ingredient or element that gets used up real fast. It gets used up real fast. So what you gotta do, they gotta go get more. More. Worried about that, worried about the world, and don't know nothing about your how about you was shot. And can't say you ain't heard. Because hey, everybody done heard about this gospel. It's everywhere. If they could scoff, it means you heard. You just didn't believe. Whose fault is that? Because you didn't believe. They say all the unfaithful should die in their unfaithfulness. You know, loosely paraphrasing. And that's just about to happen. Real soon. Y'all swallow. I got one I want to pull out. So I can get it out. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this one right here. I think I'm gonna get it anyway. This is Psalms 137 and 8. Oh, daughter of Babylon, who art thou to be destroyed? Happy shall he be that rewarded thee, as thou hast served us. Verse 9, happy shall that be taken and dash thy little ones against the stones. See, they did that to our children, man. They'll take a little one, if they feel like it ain't profitable, or she done had one too many, but they'll take that baby and just like that. That's the wickedness of Esau. He used to feed them the gators. To get the shoes or the purse, they'll feed our babies the gators, man. And I think they just stopped that practice. Like it wasn't too long ago when they stopped that practice. That's wickedness right there. So happy shall be as I live. They destroyed her, man. We gonna be happy. We see Babylon the Great start to be destroyed. We've been waiting on this, patiently waiting on it. So we're not in this thing to look cute on the YouTube. We're in this thing to just have a look to us. No, we're in this truth sincerely because we know what the Lord is about to do. We already know through the scriptures that this is Mystery Babylon. This is the place of the destruction of most Israelites. It's gonna happen right here. One of them. Right, so I got a glare. So, man, this place is through, y'all, Sharala. I mean, through. Every day I look at the news, I see some bad news happening to Babylon the Great every single day. It's nothing good. I don't even know if they still even got a deal in place, you know, of versus dealing with their cabinet, man, they politics and stuff like that. I don't think they even got that squared away. Like Trump running that stuff like his show, it's a joke, a straight joke. And he definitely ain't about to be laughing in a minute because they the joke. I don't want to hear that Esau smart. No, he ain't. He just been stealing ideas from the smart people. Now he's feeling with pride and he think that he really is smart and proving that he's dumb as a box of rocks. Esau cannot rule. He's a very unfit ruler. He's not made to rule. Because Esau don't know how to rule. Because he does everything against what the Most High say do. It's not hard. Most High say do this, do that, then do it. He the one who created us. So he know us. But what they want to do to porch out eating pastors? I'm coming in Jesus' name. Okay, what now y'all got to say? Be looking like that movie Don't Be a Menace. I said Jake shouldn't even be in church right now. Jake's still going to church right now. Hey man, they ain't got no hope. It's over with for them. Cause you ain't gonna get this gospel in like 2 or 3 weeks. You're not gonna get it. So we're in the midst of Babylon the Great about to be destroyed because it's doing too much. You want to attack the children of Israel? We've been doing nothing but being peaceful. All we want to do is work, have a little change, take care of our family, and that's it. They trying to be all big time and have all that, but Esau, hey, he always in the mix, man. Always in your business. And like Trick said, like a roaring lion, he looking for who he can devour. Esau, he looking for soft targets, Yashara. And you ask yourself, why is the devil looking for easy targets? Why? Because he's weak. That sword is breaking, Yashara. They got to do something to rally up the troops, working class. Because the working class, they scary too. They ain't gonna bust nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing. The Trump gonna rile them up. Watch it. He riled them up for that, what was it, January 6th insurrection? He gonna do it again. Talking about, if we don't do this, we gonna cease to exist. That's the whole point. That is the whole point right there, y'all. So they scared they about to get outbred, outran. We got more brothers in the NBA now than we ever did before. So he'll pay somebody to run a cover story. The sports is all fixed up. That stuff all fake. It's all fixed up. This is something to talk about. Throw you off, put you in strong delusion. At the same time, he passing laws and legislation to come get you. It still ain't dying in that you the children of Israel. There's a reason why Esau, even the so-called white man, doesn't like children of Israel. And plus, we're trained the dynamic of his kingdom. We got too much righteousness pumping out. Or innocence pumping out. Esau don't like that. He's supposed to be progenitor. He's supposed to be the one that's, you know, everything under the sun. Everybody give reverence to. That's supposed to be Esau. So with Jake starting to get notoriety, because we are now, we're starting to get up under them, starting to get past them. The other tribe got a lot of industry. Southern tribe getting that act together. That's simply the Esau, this kingdom is over with. Because those dry bones are now getting living waters, and now we're living again. A lot of us know who we are. That name they were supposed to cut off. In fact, I might go get that. What else? Yeah, that name. I'm about to go get that. But that Psalms 86, I want to say 85, where they sought to cut the name off of Israel, which they did do it, but now it's back. And that's a clarifying signal that they about to be destroyed. A clarifier signal. 83. There you go. Psalms 83 is what I'm looking for. And here it is. When you go to Psalms 83 and 3, it says, they are taking crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. That's what all they meetings about. They board meetings all about how can we attack the children of Israel. Verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So that was the whole plan, man, which you worked for many years, man, was to cut us off from being a nation, man. We wouldn't know that we're children of Israel. We'll think we're black. We'll think we're Mexicans. We'll think we're Native Americans. We'll think we're African Americans. That was the whole point. Cut you off from being a nation who you know you are, your culture, and then give you something to tell you that's who you are. And that was the way he stayed in power. Because after that, our people took on the ways of Esau, Edom, so-called white man, Babylon the Great, eating pork, just doing all these little abominable holidays. And after that, hey, we was in suppression. We was dominated. We were dominated because of that. But now, since the power of the Lord is poured out, the Spirit of the Lord, he's waking up certain spirits and souls to come back into the truth, and then putting our spirit to prophesy the truth. Now it's going forth. And that's simply the Esau Edom, like, oh, shoot. That's that eerie sound. Here go the sound of Yashara making that Doris Thunderous comeback. And now we calling ourselves children of Israel. Now we calling upon the Lord. Now we're doing our culture, which are lost commandments of the Bible. Now we're keeping that to the best of our ability. So what does that mean for Esau Edom? That means, hey, he got to go down. He got to be destroyed. That's what that means. That devil ain't liking that. He ain't liking that at all. He said, y'all not supposed to be in remembrance of the name. And only that we remember who we are, remember who the Lord is. Ain't no God. That's a title. Ain't his name. His name is Yahweh. His son's name wasn't no Jesus. The son's name is Yahweh Shah. That's the son's name. And when they hear that Yahweh Shah, they're like a ghost in there. They probably get him elite shivers. Like, oh my Lord. He done got the name back. He called himself Yasharallah. Because we're named after the Lord, man. So you got Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, and Yasharallah. Got that Yah, that I am. Got it in there. So now these devils are scrambling like, okay, we got to get craftier. None of that is working. It's going to get down to where they got levels of sword. And they're going to have to swing it. And they'll do that via their military power. That's how they're going to try to unalive a lot of children of Israel, man. A lot of our people, 2/3, stiff-necked, don't want to hear the word. They're going to get caught up in it. And shame going to cover them. Say if some do get away from the Edomite slaughter, they're going to feel shame like, damn, I should listen to brothers on the block. They had it right this whole time. I'm over capping for the so-called white man, thinking he going to look out for me. He over trying to lock me up. And my brothers in the truth, you know, Yasser Allah, they was telling the truth. And they did not hearken. Hearken going to listen. They ain't listen to us. We ain't got no platform. We ain't super rich. All we got is his word to captivate you and put you back in the fold. That's why we go out here to prophesy and to tell you to get up out of here, because the judgment, Bama great about to go. You can see this place got a gift wrap L any way you put it. The money is bad. Your foreign relations are bad. Everything this place done did is bad right now. They can't do nothing right. Nothing good is gonna come to Babylon the Great. This place is just gonna be destroyed. And it's gonna be destroyed by what? By way of the ICBM missiles and the chariots. Chariots already got active once. They had to, shoot all the Esau drones out the sky. Lord already bubbled up against this devil once. So they very much struggling. Get another precept. Ooh, might go get that. That's classic. I'm gonna go get this one. It's a classic precept to show you that ain't no peace coming to this place. This is Matthew 10:34. It says, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So that's the Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai. Let us know the one begotten son, Yahweh Shai. He coming back. Hey, he said, hey, not as a man. If we go back to angelic power, he said, think not that I come to send peace. Coming with a sword, man. A great sword. So great that it's going to destroy our enemies, which is Babylon the Great. That's the main culprit right there. They're going to be destroyed. I can't express that enough, man, to tell you to come up out of Babylon the Great America. I can't say that enough, because all the signs are there. Got Elon Musk with Donald Trump. What is he on? Neuralink. They're going to put that Neuralink in people's head and link them up to the system. They ain't going to be them no more. All you got to do is get a celebrity and it's on the cracking. I mean, that's all he got to do right there. I'm gonna go get this. I don't think I got this one. Got it in the host for y'all, Shrala. And it's gonna back up what I just said right here. Let's say we ain't just saying this to be saying it. We're telling the words of Yahweh Shah. Man, he said it 1,000 years ago. This will happen. And here it go. So you look at Isaiah 13:19 says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms. See what I said earlier? America is the glory of kingdoms. Like everybody wants to make their country like America. You look at South Korea, they're taking like America, Japan, India. Everybody want to be like America. They said the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellence shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So they want to be like America, not knowing, hey, you're going to take an American sins and get blew off the map. That's what's going to happen. So you want to be like this place so bad. And they don't printed our Bible not knowing that, hey, their country and the fate of their country is printed in our book. It's called Babylon the Great. And it says it's going to be destroyed. See, Esau, he don't know biblical scripture like that. He ain't got the Rock of Dash on him to know that this stuff is about to happen. He think he about to win. He think he gonna do what he always done. Gonna put Yashua in slavery, make another try to pick my oranges, pick my crop, and think he gonna dominate another 50 years. And nah, there's nothing coming, man. Jake getting smarter, you know. They getting on code somewhat, and they ain't going for it, man. This place is about to go. You can tell because the people that want to be like this place ain't been like this place no more, man. They go South Korea and Japan's talking to China, getting their money together, man. They like, I can't afford them terms. They want to kick it to the consumer. Consumer ain't gonna buy their stuff, so what's it gonna do? Everybody's companies gonna belly up, which that's what they want. The global economy, they want to collapse the whole global economy system. That way you ain't got no choice but to go to them to get what you need. I don't know how to get that off the comment board. But I like that precept right there, man. It showed, hey, that Babylon the Great America was the glory of all kingdoms. Everybody wanted to be like this place. I know foreign people I work with, they came over here to get money. They came over here to get money, came over here to see how it was. Like, I'm going back home. With biblical prophecy too. They're like, I'm not, nah, I didn't know it was this much racism. I noticed something too, Yashara. Like Esau runs it there by a propaganda campaign. So he done painted Jake as like a delinquent, a riffraff. Like we all bad. But I was talking to him at the job. He's like, man, you pretty cool. You know, you pretty cool, Tay. I ain't think you like that. I thought y'all was all a bunch of ratchet ghetto niggas. I'm like, nah, man, this is TV put it like that. You know, he said, I'm gonna get a couple checks. I'm going back home. Ain't nothing really heard from me. I said, man, I was thinking to myself, like, that's so spiritual. I know a couple people like that job that's foreign. They get a couple checks and they say they gone. I'm getting out of here. This place is no good. It used to be good, not anymore. Maybe the 80s and 90s you can make some money, but not now. Because I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I'll say if you're making like $20 an hour, you're just making the minimum wage. If you making under that, you're going to be struggling. That's how bad the economy is. I'm talking about somebody, and my cousin folk talking about this at work. You talking about apartments, how you can get a studio back in the day for like $495 or one bedroom $495. I remember you could get a 2-bedroom for $600 or $700 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I mean, that was all day long. Decent, good stuff now. Now, a 1-bedroom gonna run you something decent in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You looking at about 1,100. You looking about 1,100. 2-bedroom, you looking about 1,500, 1,600 or more. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, cheap Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's how much rent done went up. And I don't want to get on like, shoot, brothers, if they in like New York or California, they'll tell you that stuff is through the roof. It ain't affordable no more. Why? Because that's that money going bad. And I notice once you give Esau an inch on getting some greed, once he see he can make this much money, you know, being greedy, he ain't gonna lower his price to help nobody out. Esau ain't wired like that. It's gonna be up. This the price. Pay it or get out. That's how Esau is. So this place, man. And that's what's gonna make everything fall apart. When the money falls apart, everything will fall apart. That's the only thing keeping this place together. The glue is the money. You can still go get a McDouble. You can still go to like a little gas station, Quick Trip, get your little donuts or whatnot, get some gas. You can still do those things. If those things get taken away, then will people take this gospel seriously? But while it's still in place, nah, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna say America good, America fine. America always gonna bounce back. I'm like, according to the script, this script, no, they're not. They're not gonna pull it back together. Not gonna come back online and be better than ever. I think Joe Biden promised that before he went out. Didn't happen. Now you got Donald Trump promising that. It's not about to happen. The economy is too bad right now. So, like I said earlier, then see once the money dry up, what's next? Y'all try to do the food gonna dry up. When the food dry up, hey, that's when them guns gonna come out. And this devil already making legislation where you want to make it where if you a felon, I think if it's non-violent, you get to get your gun back. So I'm like, oh yeah, this devil, he about to make it crazy for everybody, real crazy. I think, man, I got one I want to send off. This gonna bring everything full circle. That's a real good one. This is Isaiah 48 and 20 says, go ye forth of Babylon. Woo. Flee ye from the Chaldeans with the voice of singing. Declare ye, tell this, utter it even to the end of the earth. Say, yea, the Lord hath redeemed his servant Jacob, man. Hey, call how long Yahweh Bashiach was shout for that. The Lord redeemed us. How we know the Lord redeemed us? Hey, we back in our culture. We're back in our culture. We got the names back. Calling on the names. Us, man, we're doing the work. So that's how you know the Lord called us back, man. They get ready to redeem us. That's why we ain't current go up to this place. Do your worst. We looking for a chair to beam us up. They said, utter this to the end of the earth, man. Talking about Babylon, man. They said, flee ye from the Chaldeans. You know? Basically talking about Babylon and all their witchcraft, all their sorcery. They do a lot of witchcraft and sorcery in Babylon the Great, man, especially in Hollywood, y'all, Charlotte. The entertainment section, hey, it's saturated in that, man. You got a lot of Freemasons, Eastern Stars, the Illuminati stuff. That's big here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So, no, if they doing it big here, imagine everywhere else in Babylon the Great doing the same thing. And what they just say, said, flee from them. They about to get a bad, righteous judgment, Yasharala. A bad one. Because it's long overdue. Way long overdue. I'm over here to say, pray to the Lord every day that Babylon Great be destroyed. Every single day. It's happening too. It's happening. It's just happening very slowly. So it's not gonna happen on our clock. We don't get Howard Bashmi Shah's clock. So everything has to happen, you know, the way he dictated, the way he laid it out. It's gotta happen just like that. You got prophecy fulfilled. He's not gotta give out the MOTB. He has to do it. That has to be done. And it's looking like it's coming soon. Look like the dollar about to crash pretty soon. I'm like, dude, why are you messing with China? You can't be mad at them because they got industry. You the one that gave it to them. You could not get mad about that. But, you know, he saw enemy as the devil in the flesh. And if Donald Trump gives them the okay to wild out, they will wild out, y'all. So they will. Because that's what they do. That's exactly what they do. I like how that precept brought up Babylon. I said, "Go ye forth of Babylon." Yeah, that's big, man. That's real bad. That's that mysteries, man. The Lord opened up the mysteries. It's plain to those that are holy. It's plain to see that Babylon the Great is America. It can't be nothing else. See what else I got in the holster. Ooh, that's a good one right here. That's a good one right here, y'all. So check this one out. Because when this place starts to go, when it falls, that's gonna be an uproar. That's gonna be a lot of people in disbelief. People think the Babylon the Great can never fall. They think the military is too strong. It'll always be here. So check this out. This Jeremiah 49:21. It says, the earth is moved at the noise of their fall, at the cry. The noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. Verse 22. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle and spread his wings over Basra. And at that day shall the heart of the mighty man of Edom be as the heart of women in her pangs. Woo! Repeat that, y'all. Let's break it down. They said the earth is moved at the noise of her fall. Hey, when they announced Babylon the Great started taking L's, it's going to wow them people in Africa. It's going to wow the people in China, South Korea. They're going to get wild at that. They be like, wow. If this kingdom can fall, all our kingdoms can fall. You know? And it said the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. And they're going to people selling. When they heard, oh, Babylon the Great is done, they done took missiles, it's destroyed, economy done bellied up. Hey, they're going to feel some pain for a minute, but the fishes, they're going to be all right. It says, behold, when it said that he should fly up like the eagle with wings over Basra, Basra is the chief city in Edom. So if you look at it now in former terms, the chief seat of Esau Edom would be Washington, D.C. And it said the heart of the mighty man of Edom should be like a woman in a pregnancy, man. So they're going to be sick to their stomach. When he's trying to send them Edomites out to fight, you know, Yasharallah sending them out to do his diabolical plans, and they don't want to because of the shame that's covering them. That's going to be bad right there. That's what, hey, oh, Trump going to wig on out. And that right there is crazy when you really think about it. Everybody gonna be crying for this place. They ain't never been here. Ain't no more on that. I was gonna end off with that one anyway. I'm probably end off some more opening statement of just the destruction of this place, how visible it is. That's what I love about it, Yashrala. The Lord made this thing where it's very visible right now. Very, very visible. I've been looking at scoff like you can't really scoff at this anymore. I could bring up so many scenarios while Babylon Great is being destroyed, and they can't bring no scenario talking about, oh, it's doing better. You really can't say Babylon Great doing better no more. It's not. It peaked in the 90s. Ever since the September 11th situation, it's been downhill ever since. Ever since. I want to say that happened in what, 2001, I believe. I could be mistaken, could have been 2000. I think 2001. It's been downhill ever since, Yashrala. And it's not going to recover. I don't care who is president, what they promise, what they're going to do. It's never going to recover. Why? Because the Lord don't want it to recover. Which, when me saying that, we'll end off with that. Because me saying that brought a precept to my mind. Because that's all you hear these devils say all the time. Oh, we're going to build back better than ever. We're going to build back. Nah, you ain't. And this is Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they should call them the board of wickedness and the people whom the Lord have indignation forever. So the Lord gonna hate them forever. That's why Edomite is gonna go extinct. They're the only race of people that's gonna go extinct. That's another reason why they butt hurt. They know they're gonna go extinct. The Lord said, whereas Edom, so they won't escape their judgment. They ain't gonna escape their judgment at all. And as they try to build back up, build better, get this going, get that going, Lord smacking that stuff down, man. Taking the money away. They can't get their money right. You know, and it's really their own fault. Nobody told you to take your dollar off the gold standard, the silver note. Nobody told you to do that. They did that list to the small hatters. And now, look at them here in 225. They're trying to put it back together. It don't go like that. You can't do that. So, they just in the trick bag based on their own doings. And the Lord said he'll do that. I'll catch what'd he say? I'll catch the wise in their own craftiness, loosely paraphrasing. Like the Lord can do that. Like, yeah, he'll catch you up. Esau thought he was smart, and really he got played. I'm gonna bring this out right here, man. Shalom, the Prince, Yanazar. But you got that second address, 15 and 15 says, for the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and want people to stand up to fight against another and swords in their hands. Right? See? That's about to happen real soon. That's a classic precept we pull all the time because that's one scripture you can feel about to come. You can feel that race war bubbling up. And it's gonna be, you can see the factions coming into play. And when Babylon the Great, we talking about, man, swords. This place got guns on top of guns. This place got more guns in it than it do citizens. So heck, yeah, they're gonna fight against one another. And they ain't gonna regard the government ain't gonna have no sway in a minute. Right now, everybody are kind of listen to the government that's in the system. They'll listen. You know, okay, they waiting on Trump to do the next thing. But when all these systems start to fail and then dollar bellies up and the food gets short, they ain't gonna listen to the government no more. And that priest will go on to play. That's going to go into play, man. And that's the sword from Yahabashah. He got indignation for this place. He's gonna make everybody fight each other, man. Especially the Edomites. They're the modern day Egyptian. They're gonna fight each other. Egyptian versus Egyptian. They're gonna fight each other. And bang. And they're gonna seek out to get Jake too. And a lot of these Jakes, man, they still head in the clouds, man. They see this place going, but they don't know what they need to do to get their salvation. And that's on them. Because we've been out here, you know, week in and week out, doing these video epistles, telling Jake what they need to do to get right with the Lord. If you don't want to taste that destruction, if you don't want to drink that cup of the indignation of the Lord, you know, you got to get right with the Lord, man. You got to take advantage of your grace. Because right now we're in a grace period. We're not in the new covenant. We're not in the old covenant. We're in a transition. We're in a period of grace. That's where we're at right now. And depending on your grace, if the Lord going to give you tender mercy or not. When all these plagues start to hit this place. It's getting plagued now. I said earlier, money bad. Food about to get low because the money's bad. A lot of farmers are like, I can't stay open. I can't keep operating like this. When the food gets short, hey, tempers get short. People like to eat in this country. They can't eat. That's a comfort. Eating is a level of comfort. If they don't have that food for that comfort, hey, they're gonna pull out that gun and hey, it's whoever, you know, whoever got some food and ain't got it can get it. I said a lot of the work gonna be over food wars, man. Resource battles, fighting over resources. That dude got bottled water. I don't. I gotta go get him. Cause a lot of people ain't gonna trust in the Lord. They carnal. They can't. All they know is, you know, physical things. I gotta physically go get it. They make fun of us that serve the Lord. But we're gonna get the last laugh, man. We're gonna get that last laugh at the end, man. Lord willing, be part of that hopeful elect. Lord willing. Like I can put up comments like that. I love that. And I think I got one something like that. Let me see. I might end off with that. Yep, matter of fact, I got one to send us on off, y'all. So let's check this out. This is Psalms 5 and 10. It says, "Destroy thou them, O Yahweh. Let them fall by their own counsels. Cast them out in the multitude of their transgressions, but they rebelled against thee." Talking about Esau Edom. He rebels against our power. He does everything the opposite of what the Lord say do. The Lord say, hey, don't condone and don't, spread, more activity. What the Esau do? I'm gonna protect them and we're gonna spread it everywhere. And we're gonna make it faster, we're gonna put it on everything. That's the Esau Edom rebelling against our power. So this system, Bible Great America rebelling against our power, what the Lord gotta do? I gotta destroy this place. So like King David, we saying the same thing, destroy them, thou O Yahweh, destroy them. They're gonna fall by their own counsel, the counsel of Donald Trump. That's gonna lead to their destruction. Listen to that fool. That dude is a fool, man. He ain't running nothing, no. But they show you the small hatters, they're fools. Elon Musk is a fool. Here goes something for us, man, some comfort in verse 11. Psalms 5 and 11 says, "But let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy because thou defendest them. Let them also that love thy name be joyful in thee." Woo. Hey, that's our decree, Yashua. That's our wish. That's what we hope for. Because we put our trust in who? It don't help nobody. It's like a prison for demons. Whole bunch of demonic activity in Babylon the Great America. But we shout for joy. Why? Because the place about to go. It's about to be destroyed. Which means our kingdom is coming next, the kingdom of heaven, where there'll be righteousness. That's what's coming next, man. We're gonna love that. That's what I said. Let them also they love thy name. Woo, quick cut. Don't be hollering on Jesus. Don't be hollering on, just saying God. You gotta get intimate. Say his name. Or that song, that's a child that say my name, say my name. You gotta say that name. Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. We love that name. That's why we so joyful. Why? Because we about to go home. This ain't our rest. You can't get no rest in this place. I'm tired as heck right now. I'm exhausted, y'all, Charala. I'm just be 100 with you. I'm exhausted. Being here in Babylon the Great, man. You can't get no rest here, man. It's constantly keep you on a rat race. You gotta you can't even get regular money no more. Now you gotta get extra money. Keep up with all these high bills and extra taxes. You gotta do extra. And that tires you out. You be tired, you know? So I'm tired of this place. I'm ready for it to go so I can get my good rest. Hey, with the Lord, we're going to get good rest. You can't get good rest here, man. It's always something lurking, always something in the background, something about to happen. Especially in these times, you got to be circumspect. You can't be resting like that. So this place, man, it's finished, man. Babylon the Great, hey, it's about to go. All the signs are there. Hey, we just waiting on things to, that right phone call, that right missile to hit the wrong spot. It's on and cracking, baby. On and cracking. So, with that being said, it's been edifying. I hope everybody been staying, enduring, staying on the up and up. I just want to say, hey, form Yashua Allah. Hey, stay locked in because y'all shots quickly on the way. Shalom.